Jeff Costley, and I live in Lethbridge, Alberta. I'm living with chronic kidney disease. For me, my journey started pretty abruptly. By the time I noticed I was getting sick, it was only 6 weeks until I was in the emergency room and starting dialysis. That was 2009. Since then, I've had 2 failed transplants, tried peritoneal dialysis, done in-center hemodialysis, and currently do home nocturnal dialysis.
My name is May Toronjo. I live in Fort McKay, Alberta. I was diagnosed with kidney disease in 1997 and did my best to keep my kidneys as healthy as possible for 14 years before I began dialysis in 2014. I did 6 years of peritoneal dialysis and am now on hemodialysis since 2020.
When I was first diagnosed with kidney disease, I was basically on my own with the help of just a part-time social worker. I tried group counseling, but that wasn't the right fit for me. I had a psychologist, and eventually after a long wait, I got in to see the psychiatrist. I know the social workers at the dialysis unit are spread quite thin, but that's when the other healthcare workers need to step in. It's part of their job. Sometimes you really need someone to talk to.
I personally have not really had any mental health concerns with kidney disease. I am quick to process things and accept them as they happen. I have my good and bad days after dialysis and have been able to find good coping skills. However, I have witnessed many people around me and in my unit also receiving dialysis that showed signs of mental health concerns but don't address it. And I can tell they are struggling. It is important to give people support because if you don't have a positive mindset, dialysis will bring you down.
A lot of people are now receiving dialysis, and you have to be your own best advocate. Sometimes you got to get your elbows up and find your way, because it's not always going to be someone there to do it for you. Good mental health is attached to the health of the patient, the physical health. So for better experience and for your health and longevity, it's really important to have good mental health and a good mental health team.
If we don't address it while we are going through dialysis, it impacts your health a lot. When I had experienced significant losses in my life and was grieving, my physical health began deteriorating quite rapidly and eventually led to me needing to start dialysis. I think grieving and mental health play a big part in dialysis. The better you can keep your mental health, the longer you can extend your kidney health. That is my personal experience.
I hope the information about mental health becomes more accessible and that some of the stigma around mental health can be erased. It would be great to see people use this pathway and for it to become more commonplace.
I hope that this pathway will ease the experience for people who are newly diagnosed. I was diagnosed quite late, 1997, and I was thrown into the whole process without much knowledge and had to do a whole lot of research myself on how to extend the life of my kidneys. I think this pathway will make it so people have more opportunities to have conversations with healthcare workers and ask them questions. It will really help people work on their mental health while on dialysis, and I think that is the best thing you can do.